with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to go 54 right here. He's checking. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes.
Yeah, we started now.
The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham flying in and
he don't pick up this blitz, man. This ain't gonna be over the second quarter, man. This ain't gonna be over quick.
Traffic and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And this
I run the
will
ball.
start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Hey, Joseph.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game.
Yeah,
but
playing
this
quick
guy's
money
setting the tone
game,
early,
man.
running through
Quick
all
$40.
types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Go eat.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers, who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. They'll try again with Howard.
Get your ass in there, man.
End zone, touchdown, Philadelphia.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. So
if you're trying to watch a play, if you don't know how to watch it, if just click on my name, and then it say watch broadcast, you can just watch it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0.
It don't matter how you want to do it.
Start 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
That just gonna make it worse because that means you got to throw. You got to throw fast.
On 2nd down, Elliott.
It don't matter. I don't touch the settings, bro. Man, come on, Matty. Thank you. Come on, man. That nigga was -15.
Run that time by Elliott. 68 yards. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Prescott from the gun. Looking in the zone, but it's incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage,
nigga,
what happens.
I already knew that was going.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
Man, come on, man.
Jackson, and it's intercepted.
He jumping up, man. Come on, bro.
Byron Jones.
Cover 2,
That's a
bro.
great example of ball skills.
That nigga, hey, good shit. That nigga didn't
You
bite.
and
Good
I
shit.
do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it.
That's
So
on
it's
me.
a
I
nice
should
job
just
of focusing
ran
on
the
the
ball
task
for
at
it.
hand and coming away with the interception.
I don't really know.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Catch this motherfucker.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Spread. Move him out here. Play the cutback. Vertical, vertical, vertical.
2nd down. Prescott.
Vertical.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now here's a pass on first
good
down.
D.
It's
What the
knocked away
fuck?
and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wentz going to throw. It's complete. It's
Bro, they gotta fix that. Let me keep going.
5 up to the 25.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd
like
down.
I got the whole I got the whole momentum though, G. That's crazy.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
Never play man
And
on
Jeffrey's
ever.
got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip
Ever.
across the 35. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, they
Pick him up! Pick him up! Pick him up!
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Wentz
Whoa!
into heavy traffic, and it's
Hey,
intercepted.
good shit, man. I see you using it. Zig right at the bottom. Good
They take
shit.
possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch.
They hold the fuck out of me.
Those guys do their thing.
Hey, they hold you, my bad.
Too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell, and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And His throw here's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
44, Mike, 44. I got him.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nigel Bradham drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Here's Jackson. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just let me be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and a couple. Wentz. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
What is it, man? Hey, yo.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to have his running back.
Hey, fam, you scared me a little bit, though. I thought you were going to overthrow that bitch.
For the 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The sack by Robert Quinn. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here's Sproles. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd down, it's Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Let's see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 15 yards on the play, first down. They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. 12 yards there and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Try the right side with Howard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Prescott. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backward. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. Wentz now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go with Howard again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, why are you doing like that?
Maybe the turning point they need. Cheetah Bay Awuzie with a pick.
Oh, my God.
2-score game here.
Did I throw it off my back foot or what? No.
Doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder
I
about their
passed with it
strategy
to the
because with a
sideline and
2-score
everything.
lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the 2nd half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
What's going on all like that, man?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
That heat.
Defensive end, Demarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Winston Company with some work to do after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
No, sir, Tavon.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer is
lost me too,
offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. The reception good for 7.
You got to hold that L. I don't want to hear that.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
Tackle
them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Prescott now. To Jason Witten. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. And
that's 30 niggas right there.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
47. 26.
Prescott yet again. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much.
Nigga takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden,
I damn so didn't know who to get.
Final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
I know.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Comeback right side and grab.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
So just keep,
and no run
just keep nickeling down with the run.
And it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I mean, I respect it, though.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A run there on first down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Man, come on, man. Anthony Brown ain't hitting that goddamn hard, bro. I don't care what nobody talking about, bro. Stats and real superstar players in my ass. That nigga ain't hitting that hard.
To throw his wins.
He better not get caught.
Man! Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game.
I want all my
Made
points,
first.
And I missed that hole.
Yards away. This is no good. Close but no cigar. Just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
I respect it. I respect it.
One last shot now for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's deep.
Ipitydefool is my gamer tag. I'll type it in. I'll type it for you, fam. Hold on. Yeah, let me just exactly like it say. Ipitydefool91. My gamer tag exactly like you say. Yes, sir. Ipitydefool exactly like that. Ipitydefool91. Oh, that's fine, fam. We done, fam, or? No, cause no, you good. I was about to move around. If we want to go play again.